Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. Nothing shatters confidence faster than worrying you smell bad. For many older women, that worry has a naming: urine odor. It's embarrassing, it's isolating, and it can make you want to avoid social situations altogether. But here's the truth. It's not about age. It's about awareness and action. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it so you can feel fresh, confident, and ready to enjoy life without hesitation. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any video. Mistake number 1, ignoring small leaks. You know that little laugh you share with a friend, or that sudden sneeze in the middle of the grocery store. For some women, it's followed by that tiny, uninvited leak. Just a drop. Barely noticeable. Easy to brush off with a quick, "Oh, it's nothing." But here's the thing. It is something. Those small leaks that we think don't matter. Over time, they can chip away at confidence, create lingering odor, and even lead to bigger health concerns. The truth is, many older women normalize these leaks as just part of getting older. And while they are common, they're not something you have to silently put up with. In fact, ignoring them often makes them worse. Think about it. Moisture gets trapped in underwear, bacteria thrive, and before you know it, there's a subtle smell that no amount of perfume can cover. It's not about vanity. It's about self-respect, comfort, and dignity. I once spoke with a woman named Lorna, a vibrant 67-year-old who loved her weekly book club. But after a few months of dealing with minor leaks, she found herself skipping meetings. "I just didn't want anyone sitting close to me," she admitted. She had convinced herself that even if others couldn't notice, she could. And it made her withdraw from the things she loved. The turning point came when she learned that small, simple changes could give her back her confidence. So what can you do if this sounds familiar? First, accept that this is a common experience. You're not alone, and there's no shame in addressing it. Then, take action. One of the most effective ways to tackle small leaks is pelvic floor exercises, often called Kegels. These help strengthen the muscles that control your bladder, and they can make a remarkable difference in just a few weeks. Imagine having that control back. Laughing without hesitation, sneezing without fear. Second, be prepared. Swap out regular panty liners for moisture, wicking pads made specifically for light incontinence. They lock in moisture, neutralize odor, and keep your skin dry. Something standard liners just don't do. And here's a tip most women overlook: change them often. Even the best products lose effectiveness if worn too long. Finally, keep a small freshness kit in your handbag. A discreet pouch with spare underwear, a couple of pads, and some gentle wipes. It's not about expecting an accident. It's about knowing that if it happens, it won't derail your day. How much more freely would you live if you knew you could handle any situation, anywhere? Ignoring small leaks doesn't make them go away. It just gives them more power over your life. But when you acknowledge them, prepare for them, and take steps to strengthen your body, you take that power back. And isn't that the point? You deserve to feel fresh, confident, and free to fully participate in every moment without holding back. Those small leaks don't define you. Your response to them does. Mistake number 2. Wearing the same underwear all day. We all have those busy days where morning turns into afternoon and afternoon into night before we even realize it. But here's something we often overlook. The underwear we put on at 7 a.m. is still there at 9 p.m., carrying with it every bit of moisture, sweat, and bacteria from the entire day. It's one of those habits we don't think much about, yet it plays a big role in personal freshness and confidence. Wearing the same underwear all day might seem harmless, but for many older women, especially those dealing with light leaks, it's a quiet culprit behind unwanted odor. Think about it. Fabrics, especially ones that aren't breathable, act like little sponges. They hold on to moisture from sweat, natural discharge, and tiny leaks. Even if you can't smell it at first, bacteria are busy multiplying, and before you know it, that not so fresh feeling creeps in. And here's the part we rarely say out loud. When you feel less fresh, you act less confident. You might avoid sitting too close to people or hesitate to accept that last-minute dinner invitation. I remember talking to a woman named Teresa, 64, who was always impeccably dressed and lively at social gatherings. One afternoon, while chatting over coffee, she confessed something surprising. She said, "I thought I was doing everything right with my hygiene, but I still felt self-conscious by the end of the day. When she mentioned she wore the same underwear from morning to night, even after small leaks, it clicked. She started carrying a spare pair in her handbag, and within a week, she said she felt liberated. Her word, not mine. That one small change gave her a boost she didn't even know she needed. So how do you break the all-day underwear habit? First, make a midday change part of your routine. Think of it like freshening up your face or reapplying lipstick. A quick reset that makes a huge difference. You don't need a full wardrobe change, just a fresh, dry pair of breathable underwear. Cotton is great for allowing airflow, while moisture-wicking fabrics can keep you drier if you're prone to leaks or sweat. Second, be strategic about what you carry. Keep a small, discreet pouch in your bag with an extra pair of underwear, and maybe even a panty liner or light incontinence pad. Changing midday isn't just about hygiene, it's about peace of mind. Knowing you're fresh can change the way you carry yourself for the rest of the day. And third, if you're dealing with frequent leaks, avoid underwear with thick fabrics or heavy seams that can trap moisture. Instead, opt for styles that are easy to change and quick to wash, so you don't dread the extra laundry. Ask yourself this: how many times have you turned down an opportunity? A lunch, a meeting, a spontaneous outing, simply because you didn't feel fresh enough? And what would it feel like to never have that hesitation again? The changing underwear more than once a day might seem like a small thing, but small things often make the biggest difference. It's not just about hygiene. It's about showing up in the world feeling secure, comfortable, and ready for anything. When you take care of the little details, they stop holding you back. And when you stop holding back, you can step into life with the confidence you truly deserve. Mistake number 3. Skipping a gentle wash down there. It's one of those topics people rarely talk about loud, but we all know it matters. Feeling clean, down there. For many women, especially as we get older, this area becomes more sensitive, and yet, ironically, more overlooked in our daily routines. Some think, I take a shower every morning, that's enough. But here's the thing. A quick rinse in the shower might not be enough to keep that delicate area truly fresh, especially if you're dealing with light leaks, sweat, or simply sitting for long periods during the day. Skipping a gentle wash down there can be one of the quietest but most consistent causes of odor. The kind that sneaks up on you and chips away at your confidence. Why does this happen? The skin around the urinary area is warm, often moist, and naturally has folds that can trap bacteria and odor if not cleaned properly. It's not about being dirty. It's about the fact that the body works and it needs maintenance. And yet, many women avoid giving this area special care because they think it's either unnecessary or too complicated. But here's the true thing: it's neither. It's simply about being mindful and gentle. I remember a conversation with a woman named Evelyn, 70, who was incredibly stylish and confident. But she told me she had started avoiding hugs. Not because she didn't love affection, but because she had this nagging worry that someone might notice a faint odor. When I asked about her hygiene routine, she admitted she never really cleaned the area separately. She just relied on her morning shower to do the job. Once she started incorporating a quick, gentle wash during the day, everything changed. She didn't just smell fresher. She carried herself differently, with ease and freedom. So, what can you do to avoid this common mistake? First, remember that less is more when it comes to products. The vaginal and urinary area is sensitive and self-regulating, so you don't need harsh soaps or strong perfumes. In fact, those can cause irritation and make odor worse. Instead, use lukewarm water and a mild, unscented cleanser formulated for sensitive skin. Make it part of your morning routine, and if you've had leaks or been active, give yourself a quick wash during the day too. Second, always dry the area thoroughly. This step is often skipped, but moisture is the perfect environment for bacteria to multiply. Use a soft towel and pat, don't rub, to avoid irritation. If you're on the go, unscented, alcohol-free wipes can be a lifesaver for a quick refresh. And third, think about your clothing choices. Tight, non-breathable fabrics trap heat and moisture, while breathable cotton or moisture-wicking underwear help the area stay dry between washes. This is one of those small adjustments that can have a big impact on how fresh you feel. Let me ask you, how much more comfortable would you feel at the end of the day if you knew, without a doubt, that you were completely clean and fresh? And what would it be like to never have to second-guess a hug, a conversation, or a social outing because of worry about odor? Caring for this part of your body isn't just about hygiene. It's about self-respect and living without hesitation. When you make gentle washing a daily priority, you're not just taking care of your body, you're taking care of your confidence. And confidence, as we all know, changes everything. Mistake number 4. Drinking enough water. It's funny how we often think drinking less water will prevent leaks or trips to the bathroom. Many older women do it without even realizing. They sip less during the day, telling themselves, "If I don't drink, I won't have to go as much." But here's the hidden problem. When you don't drink enough water, your urine becomes more concentrated, which means it's darker, stronger smelling, and far more noticeable if there's even a tiny leak. In other words, avoiding water to control odor can actually make odor worse. Your body is smart. It uses water to flush out toxins and dilute waste. When you're dehydrated, that waste is more concentrated, which not only affects smell but can also irritate the bladder and increase the risk of urinary tract infections. And as you know, infections bring their own set of challenges. So while you may feel like you're in control, by cutting back on water, you're really setting yourself up for the opposite. I once spoke with Marlene, a 72-year-old retired teacher, who told me she had stopped drinking water after lunch because she didn't want to deal with bathroom breaks during her volunteer work. At first, she thought it was helping. But after a few weeks, she noticed her urine had a strong smell, and she felt more discomfort when she did go. When her doctor explained the connection between hydration and odor, she was shocked. Marlene started sipping water steadily throughout the day, and within a week, the odor was almost completely gone. She laughed and said, "I thought water would embarrass me, but it saved me instead." So, how can you get enough water without feeling like you're chained to the bathroom? First, space it out. Instead of gulping a huge glass all at once, take smaller sips regularly. Your body absorbs water better this way, and you avoid sudden urges. Second, aim for light yellow urine. It's the easiest way to tell if you're hydrated enough. Dark yellow or amber means you need more water. Third, if plain water feels boring, mix it up. Herbal teas, diluted fruit-infused water, and water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelon, and oranges all contribute to hydration. You don't have to stick to just plain glasses of water to get the benefits. And here's something important to remember. Drinking enough water isn't just about odor control. It's about how you feel. When you're hydrated, your skin is healthier, your energy is steadier, and even your mood can improve. Ask yourself this: how many times have you avoided water for fear of an inconvenience, only to end up dealing with discomfort, odor, or infection later? And what would change in your day if you knew that every sip was actually making you fresher, more comfortable, and more confident? Choosing to drink enough water is a small act of care that pays off in big ways. It's not about living in the bathroom. It's about living without worry. When your body is clean from the inside out, you can step into your day with a freshness and confidence that no perfume or deodorant can match. And that's the kind of confidence you deserve. Simple, natural, and completely in your control. Mistake number 5. Holding urine for too long. We've all done it. You're in the middle of something, you feel the urge to go, but you tell yourself, "I'll just wait a little longer." Maybe you don't want to interrupt a conversation. Maybe the bathroom feels too far away. Or maybe you've just gotten used to ignoring your body's signals. But here's the truth: holding urine for too long isn't harmless. Over time, it can weaken your bladder muscles, increase the risk of leaks, and even lead to urinary tract infections. And when infections or irritations set in, odor and discomfort are never far behind. Your bladder is like any other part of your body. It's designed to work on a healthy schedule. When you consistently hold it in, you're stretching those muscles in ways they're not meant to handle. Imagine trying to carry a heavy grocery bag for hours. Eventually, your arm will get tired and shaky. Your bladder works the same way. The longer you hold it, the more strain you put on it, and the harder it is to control in the long run. I remember meeting a woman named Patricia, 68, at a wellness workshop. She confessed that she had always prided herself on having a strong bladder. She could go all morning without a bathroom break. But over the years, she began noticing sudden, uncontrollable leaks. When her doctor asked about her habits, She admitted she'd been holding her urine for hours at a time for decades. She thought she was showing control, but in reality, she was slowly weakening her bladder. Once she started going every few hours, not only did the leaks improve, but she also felt more comfortable and fresher by the end of the day. So how do you break the habit of just waiting a little longer? First, listen to your body. That's the most important step. When you feel the urge, try to go within the next 150-20 minutes instead of pushing it off. A healthy bladder schedule for most people is every 34 hours, but this can vary slightly. Second, plan ahead. If you know you'll be somewhere without easy bathroom access, like on a long bus ride or in a big store, use the restroom before you start your activity. Even if you don't feel a strong urge, it's about prevention, not just reaction. Third, address mobility or access issues. Sometimes people hold it because the bathroom feels too far away, especially at night. A bedside commode, portable urinal, or simply rearranging furniture for easier nighttime access can make a huge difference. Let me ask you, is the temporary inconvenience of making a trip to the bathroom worth risking your long-term bladder health, comfort, and confidence? And how much more relaxed would you feel knowing you were protecting your body and preventing odor before it even became a problem? Holding urine too long might seem like a small thing, but it can have a big impact over time. By honoring your body's signals, you're not just taking care of your bladder, you're taking care of your freedom to move life without leaks, without odor, and without hesitation. This is about more than just bathroom habits. It's about listening to yourself, respecting your needs, and giving your body the care it deserves so you can enjoy every day with confidence. Mistake number 6, not washing laundry properly. You know that fresh, clean feeling you get put on your favorite outfit straight from the laundry. Now imagine if that freshness wasn't quite there. If your underwear or clothes still carried a faint, stubborn odor that just wouldn't go away no matter how much you wash. It's frustrating, embarrassing, and can make you feel less confident in your own skin. And for many older women dealing with light leaks, not washing laundry properly is one of the sneaky reasons odor lingers longer than it should. Laundry might seem straightforward. Toss clothes in, add detergent, hit start. But when it comes to managing odors related to urine or moisture, it requires a little more care. If the fabric isn't rinsed well, or if strong odors aren't broken down during washing, they stick around. And no amount of perfume or fabric softener will mask them because those only cover up the smell instead of removing it. I remember talking to a woman named Gloria, 69, who had been battling persistent odors despite regular washing. She was diligent with hygiene and careful about changing her clothes. But the problem didn't go away. When we talked about her laundry routine, it turned out she didn't rinse soiled underwear beforehand, and she used fabric softener with every wash. Once she learned to rinse immediately and swap the softener for a natural alternative like white vinegar, the odor disappeared within a week. That small change made a huge difference in her confidence and comfort. So what can you do today to make sure your laundry is truly clean and fresh? First, rinse any soiled underwear or clothing in cold water immediately after use. This helps loosen and remove urine before it sets in the fabric. It might seem like an extra step, but it's a powerful one that stops odors before they start. Second, consider adding white vinegar to your wash cycle. Vinegar is a natural deodorizer and disinfectant that breaks down stubborn smells without harsh chemicals. Just a cup added to the rinse cycle can make your laundry smell noticeably fresher. Third, avoid fabric softeners, which can leave a coating on fabrics that trap odors and moisture. Instead, opt for dryer balls or natural alternatives that keep fabrics soft without compromising freshness. Ask yourself this: how many times have you felt because your clothes didn't feel truly clean, even after washing? Stage brings. And what it mean to you to slip into your underwear or pants knowing they're completely fresh and odor-free. But proper laundry care is more than just a chore. It's an act of self-care that protects your dignity and enhances your confidence. When you treat your clothes with the same kindness and attention you give yourself, you set yourself up for success every day. No more worrying about hidden odors or discomfort, just the freedom to be fully yourself, fresh and confident from the inside out. Smelling fresh is not just about hygiene. It's about dignity, self-respect, and living life without self-consciousness. These 6 mistakes are completely fixable, and with a few small changes, you can take back your confidence. Remember, you deserve to walk into every room feeling secure in yourself, not worried about what others might notice. Your age is your power, and your freshness is your choice.